Hi kids, I'm Serena Teal, and we are here with another episode of Who Wants to Tell Embarrassing Stories? This week's contestant, my mother.
Hi kids!
So, I was at Dunkin' Donuts this morning, and I was lamenting the fact that there's no Dunkin' Donuts in Missoula, Montana, because I'm moving there. And I just started thinking about all the funny experiences that we have had with Dunkin' Donuts over the years, because there's one 2 blocks from our house. And
Just one.
yeah, well, there are 6 in walking distance, but there's only one that's 2 blocks away. And we as a family, we're really attached to the institution of Dunkin' Donuts. We like it there a lot.
They give me Mother's Day gifts from Dunkin' Donuts.
That's real. That's not a joke. Oh no. Okay. But I was just thinking about this one time that we were in the car. I was maybe 12 and my sister was 14, and my mother had been going through a big Boston cream phase.
Oh, not this story.
I got her. She'd been going through this big Boston cream phase. She ate them just all the time, and my sister and I were excited about this because we always got donuts too. But we were going to church. That was our weekly contribution to coffee hour.
Well, it's not an hour, and it's not really about coffee either. But nonetheless, coffee hour.
Churches, and we took an express dozen, which is a specific set of donuts, to church. And we gave them to the people, and there was water and wine, and it was delightful.
And coffee.
And coffee, yes. So we were in the car, and we get our express dozen, and we are driving away, and my mother asked me to open the box and get her a Boston cream donut. And I opened the box, and I look at the tops of each and every one, and there's no Boston cream. There's no Boston creams. And they come in the express dozen, and we're oh no, what's going on? So I said to my mother, I was Mom, there's no Boston creams. And she was kind of what? What? What do you mean there are no Boston creams? This is how she drives, by the way.
It wasn't that bad.
And she turns around, tires are squealing, and she went back to the drive-thru, went back up to the window.
Embarrassingly so.
She did that. It was lolsy. And we get to the window, and we're just hey, so you guys forgot our Boston creams. And they were oh ma'am, I'm so sorry for your loss, but we're out. And you know how in movies when someone screams just out of pure ire, and the birds in the trees several miles away just all flutter out? That happened. She was no! And we were just Mom, it's okay. It's okay. And yeah, that's my embarrassing story.
Well, it didn't actually happen quite that way. I didn't scream that loud. And then there's the time that Serena. Now years later, of course, I realized that I couldn't eat Boston cream donuts and drive because I had to teach my children how to drive, and I didn't want them doing that. So having taught Serena how to drive, and she is a good driver, but she can't actually drive through the drive-thru. You want to explain about that?
Oh no, okay, this is really embarrassing.
She hit the curb.
I was a new driver, guys. It's not my fault. But yeah, as I may have said before, it's really important you don't learn to drive from your Aunt Serena. But so I'm it's like one of those drive-thrus. It's like an L shape. You know what an L looks like, and you have to turn a corner, which I don't like.
It's a city. Get used to it.
But I don't want it.
Move to Montana.
Hey! Got it. Check. But there's no Dunkin' Donuts. Do you see how this goes in circles?
Uh-huh. So are you hitting the curb?
No. Oh, we haven't distracted from that.
No.
So I was in a bigger car than I was used to driving, and
excuse me.
And I turned, and it just didn't happen. And I hit the curb in front of me, right? And so then I had to do like a 3-point turn where I had to like swing the butt of my car out so I could go forward, and I hit the curb again, like behind me, and then going forward to the window, I was finally aligned correctly, but not quite correctly because I scraped along the curb for quite a bit of ways. And
I did not yell at her about my tires or my alignment.
That's because it wasn't your car.
Well, yes, you mentioned that with the big car. I drive a little car.
But those are the embarrassing Dunkin' Donuts stories for you.
They're actually not all of them, but tune in next week. Tune in next week for more Dunkin' Donuts stories, or just embarrassing stories in general.
Yeah.
It's nice knowing you, kids.
Lots of those. All right, thank you for being a good sport. I'm Serena Teal. This has been a video blog, and you should have a good day.